Hello, beautiful. Hello, gorgeous. How are you? Welcome back to my channel. And for my new subscribers, welcome to the A-Team. Today's video is going to be a Q&Asha. So I basically want to start a series on my channel called Q&Asha, where I will select a question, i.e. like today's video, and I will answer it in a video. So depending on if the topic sticks out to me more, or if that question gets a lot of likes, then I will do a video on it, which is a Q&Asha. Today's Q&Asha topic was submitted on my YouTube, and also I believe this girl DM'd me as well. I don't remember her name, but she asked me what to do in a long distance relationship and how to make a guy like you more in a long distance relationship. So I want you ladies to keep this in mind, that of course, everything that I'm saying is of course my own opinion. You don't have to actually follow these things, but if you want to, of course, the better. Before we jump on into the video, of course, make sure you guys are subscribed if you're not already. Join the A-Team. We would love to have you. We are a strong support system of open-minded ladies who love elegance, class, style, and of course, valuing ourselves, being smart, being educated, uplifting one another, and getting what we deserve out of life. That is us. And if you are that, then you need to join the A-Team. Of course, do not forget to turn on your post notifications to make sure that every time I post that you know. And of course, do not forget to follow me on Instagram. And where will that be? Right here. Okay, and without further ado, let's get into the video. Okay guys, so like I said, this video is submitted by a fellow subscriber, and she wants to know how to make a guy like you more in a long distance relationship. And also I'm going to answer the question of, should you be in a long distance relationship? The answer is simply no. For one, you cannot make someone like you more in a long distance relationship. Additionally, being in a long distance relationship, period, is a no-no for me. Why? Because as human beings, we need human contact. We need to have that one-on-one interaction with one another in order to like people more. And I also like to promote running on logic, ladies, and being in a long distance relationship is actually running on 100% emotion. It's a no for me. All you have is that person's word. If this person's on the other side of the country or in a different state that you cannot easily access them by, and your only source of communication is FaceTime calls and phone calls and text messages, and then when that guy decides, one day that he's going to start dating someone, I don't know, that he can actually see in person, you're going to be heartbroken. And you're inflicting your own wound. I was speaking to one of my friends actually, and he said to me, don't ever do a long distance relationship. And this is coming from a guy's perspective. As recent as yesterday, he was in a relationship with this girl. The girl ended up moving away, whatever the case is. And a lot of, insecurities were flying up. And it was just a no. Everything was just a no. It's hard enough to trust men that are living in the same town as you, right? So putting all your trust into someone that is that you can't get to, that's not accessible to you, in let's say a minimum of at least an hour's time. Come on, what is happening? Even an hour is pretty far. I would say minimum, if I want to even push it, half an hour at max, minimum, because you need to be able to pop up when you need to. That's that. You can never force someone to like you more. You're creating a situation for yourself where you are making yourself vulnerable for no reason for someone that you're FaceTime calling or text messaging. And to be honest, when this person all you have is this person's word. All you have is this guy's word. And God forbid there's a time difference between you guys. Oh, forget it. He can justify his actions by what he knows that you're assuming. So let's say that okay, I'm in the US. Let's say that a guy I was speaking to lived in Australia. We are a day away from each other. So when I'm going to sleep, he's waking up, vice versa. So if let's say it's really late at night and we got into some sort of routine where it's okay, we'll speak every night at midnight, whatever that is. I don't know really the exact time it would be there, but you guys came up with that system. And then one day, 2 months in, whatever the case is, then he's like, he doesn't FaceTime call you one night. Then that starts repeating for the rest of the week. And then it's like, then he'll hit you up. The last time you guys actually spoke was Monday, with the exception of a hi and bye and a what you doing, Instagram, what you do in text message. And it's like, okay, the last time you spoke to this guy that you really like was Monday. So and now it's Friday and he's hitting you up and you're like, hey, we haven't spoken that much this week, so I'm not really sure, what happened. Oh, babe, I was really busy, and our time difference, I was sleeping, whatever the case is. Meanwhile, he could have been lying. He could have been at the club, got home at God knows what time. And now you're thinking, oh yeah, well, you're right. I don't want to bother you. I know that we do have a time difference and I know that you need your rest and you have work and all this stuff. People do whatever they want to do. People make time for whatever they want to make time for. There are no two ways about this. This is a fact. Get out of your emotions and step into logic. How are you? Okay? Can I say this thing? When you understand that you are wasting your time by continuing to, acknowledge someone that is not readily accessible to you, you're entering in a losing game, a losing battle. And I know this is harsh advice. I know that it is, and it probably isn't what you were expecting, but you have to hear it from someone. Has long distance relationship worked in the past? I'm sure it has. But why go through the trauma of hoping he'll visit for Christmas, hoping he'll visit on your birthday, something came up and, all this drama when you can we already have to worry about, as I'm stressing enough, we already have to worry about the guys that are in our town that are, accessible to us. Don't put yourself in a position where you have to worry about someone on the other side of the world or even in a different state. And I can speak on behalf of this because I've done it. I've dated a clown, that lived in a different state than I have. It was a disaster. Worst decision I've ever made. So if I can encourage you guys of one thing, it would be to not break your own hearts by entering into these types of relationships where all you have is this guy's word. It creates too much insecurities. You're creating an environment where you're putting all of your trust into somebody based off of only emails, text messages, FaceTime calls. That's not logic, babe. Nothing about that screams logic. Nothing. He can't take you out, which goes against everything that this channel is about. You know what I mean? What is he doing? Is he sending you Birkins via mail? Like what is he doing that would keep you so invested in this? And even if so, if let's say you don't want to listen to me, you want to entertain this guy still, okay, sure, go ahead. Talk to other people on the side so that you're not pouring all your emotions out onto this one guy who doesn't even live near you. And like I said, for, probably the fourth or fifth time now, you cannot make him like you more. You just can't. So you cannot make someone via email, text, FaceTime call like you more. It's not going to happen. It's tough, but it's not going to happen. It's just not realistic. You need to have access to this person. You need to have interaction with this person to gauge their true intentions, to see if the way you're feeling, they're feeling the same. Like I said, we're human beings. We need that interaction. That's the bottom line. So guys, I know that this video is very, very short. Again, this is just a Q&A video that's going to be in a series that I do. So if you guys have any more suggestions for any more Q&As, then please leave them down below. Of course, subscribe to this channel. Follow me on Instagram, which is in the description box below. Also turn on my post notifications so that you do not ever miss a post. Do not forget that I love you and God loves you. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Mwah.